Gentlemen and female gentlemen, I have fantastic news. There is a massive uprising of people on the internet and in real life calling for the downfall of the mayor of LA. Now, I, for one, am all for this movement. I think it's pretty good. She's proven herself insufferable and annoying. So this is a dub for me, the guy that likes chaos and nothing really else. Just chaos, that's all we want. Okay, listen, just give me some good content, give me some chaos, please retire ASAP, that would make me very happy. But, the funniest part is the fact that she decided to respond to all of this with a TikTok. Bro, what is this world? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Now, personally, if I could select one person to take her over as mayor of LA, there's only one candidate that I think truly stands the test of time and actually is someone that I would trust with taking care of, you know, LA in general. And it's XQC, all right? This is the only person I would trust to become the new mayor of LA. And I'll show you why.
Wait, hold on. Chat, what if they, instead of putting retardant and hoping, why don't they just bomb the outer line?
Yes.
Like a line of bombs.
Yes.
Say, fuck it, we'll try a bunch of bombs.
Yes.
And when the fire gets there, it's just soil.
Yes. Yes. This is what I'm saying. Oh my God, he solved it.
Cooked.
So you take a line over here, I guess, right? You take a straight line.
Straight line.
And you just fucking...
How we doing on fuel?
Why don't
Bro! A line of bombs.
Yes, the solution is carpet bombing LA. Now, this is someone that I fully support. I don't mean this with even an ounce of sarcasm. I mean this with complete support. We just bomb LA, because if we burn down LA first, the fire will not burn down LA. Now, that is someone that I fully support becoming the new mayor of LA. Now, I'm here for downfalls, as you know. If you're subscribed, that means you know that I'll cover everyone's downfalls of all time. And I do have to say, the fact that this mayor is getting absolutely giga-cucked right now online, it makes me very happy. The fact that she introduces DEI policies into the fire department, basically trading out able-bodied firefighters for people with more representation, because, you have a problem, bro. You have a problem. When you're stuck in a fire, you don't want a white guy pulling you out of the fire. No. You want a gay woman to pull you out of the fire, because that's definitely something more. Anyway, she's cooked. Let's go.
Los Angeles is battling through the worst fires in its history.
Well, I mean, at least the smelt fish is okay, though.
24 people have tragically been killed.
This is a tragedy, okay? I just want to make this clear. This is really, really sad, okay? This is fucking awful. But if I am going to sit here and I am going to make fun of the mayor, I want you to know that is not at all slighting these 24 people that lost their lives due to A, a natural disaster, and B, absolute terrible policies. Now, to just remind you, this LA mayor was involved in the decision to cut $17.5 million of funds to the fire department this year, okay? They are the ones that are involved directly into not clearing away the brush and dead trees that everyone, even Donald Trump predicted this. Like, dude, you have to realize how insane this is. This is the type of person out there that will make an entire speech talking about how Donald Trump is a bumbling retard. All right? That's their slogan. They say Donald Trump's a moron. He's an idiot. He just roasts people. He's stupid. But he unironically predicted this whole thing and told you a way to actually curb it. And they didn't do any of that because they wanted to protect the smelt fish. Like, you gotta realize the fucking levels of idiocy going on here.
More than 150,000 have been forced to flee their homes.
Bro.
10,000 structures have been completely destroyed, including some of the country's most expensive real estate. And when the fires broke out, LA Mayor Karen Bass was in Africa. And
All right, Karen.
when she returned, instead of answering critical questions from reporters, she chose to just ignore those questions and stay silent.
She is the mayor. Okay, one thing you gotta say about Trump. Literally every time someone criticizes Trump, Trump responds. Literally. In fact, Trump just tweeted this today.
Well, Mr. President.
For a second time, Barack, very nice to see you.
Congratulations. How you doing?
I'm a lot better, Dad.
Yeah, I knew you'd win.
Oh, really? Well, come on. Anyone could beat her.
I
was just
I
a fool.
like this.
You know what happened? He just didn't want to leave.
Oh.
Is what happened. I did what I could to help her. She was horrendous.
I know. You know what I realized? Hillary still hates me so much. I know. She'll never forget.
No! Why did he post this, bro? Oh my god.
We should meet to discuss
I
it.
think so too. We can definitely set something up. Let me know whatever
Oh my
works
God.
best for you.
I was gonna fly back to Florida tomorrow for the girls.
Okay.
Could you believe he posted this? Could you believe he posted this? Oh my god. Oh my god. But anyway, more importantly...
Do you owe citizens an apology for being
Oh, I saw this clip. This isn't her response. He posted a TikTok as a response.
absent while their homes were burning? Do you regret cutting the fire department budget by millions of dollars, Madam Mayor?
If I was her, I would say yes. I do, in fact, regret doing the thing that caused the deaths of 24 people and, 150,000 people displaced from their homes. And also the fact that thousands of houses were burnt down.
Have you nothing to say today?
How do you have no comment on something like this? How on earth do you have no comment? Like, this is the most insufferable leader of all time. Like, you are a mayor. Why is she standing there like an NPC?
Have you absolutely nothing to say to the citizens today?
Karen, you unleashed Jogo into LA. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
Elon Musk says that you're utterly incompetent. Are you considering your position?
Yeah, Elon Musk, the guy who fakes gameplay in video games, is still somehow more likable than you are, okay? No offense, but your head looks like the floating heads in Doom Eternal.
Madam Mayor, have you absolutely nothing to say to the citizens today who are dealing with this disaster?
They are your people, the ones that voted you in. I'm just saying. Why are you just standing there, staring into nothingness?
No apology for them?
Why are you looking into the court? Why are you not even apologizing? I mean, you let down these people. Ultimately, it was a natural disaster. I am saying it was a natural disaster. For sure. Absolutely. 100%. No one's blaming you entirely. But we are blaming your mismanagement in a lot of areas. Yeah, look into the corner. Maybe she's ashamed. She should be ashamed. But she should also take accountability.
Do you think you should have been visiting Ghana while this was unfolding back home?
Oof. 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 Was vacation in Africa a good idea while literally LA was cooking? Do they have smelt fish in Ghana? Oh my god, dude. Look at her trying to get away. No.
Karen Bass had a choice in that moment. Instead,
Karen Bass? More like Karen Ass. Oh, easy but true.
instead of fronting up and showing leadership, she ran away. Who else would like...
That is insane. That is honestly insane. I cannot believe that. What a weak human. Honestly. Take accountability, bro. I mean, I'm so sorry to ruin your vacation in, in Ghana. But you realize your people, the people that voted for you are dying and suffering. Okay? Come on, lady.
Like to know why she approved an $18 million budget cut for the LA...
18 million? Oh, I said 17.5, right? That's not that much of a difference ultimately. But yeah, she approved budget cuts to the fire department when she knows that... Dude, if any of you have been in LA before, you will know as a fact, that there are alerts every single day of chances of wildfires. Daily alerts telling you the risk of wildfires that day. This is not like such a mind-blowing thing, but the fact that she's budget cutting, the fact that you only had, bro, dude, when I saw that tweet, I was losing my mind. Do you know that there were a bunch of firemen that went to put out fires and they couldn't because it literally, the fire hydrants didn't work. Did you know that? There were faulty fire hydrants in a place that's prone to fires. Bro, I saw this tweet and I was actually dying. Bro, dude, what is going on here? LA County, 72 genders, 0 operational fire hydrants. Like, this is so sad. This is so sad, guys. LA, you are so cooked. Listen, I made this joke earlier and people did take it out of context on Twitter, which means that it is funny. That's how you know if it's funny. There's no metric to comedy, but this is a pretty good one. Guys, look. LA is actually becoming a red state in real time. Guys, look, LA is becoming a red state. This is crazy. All these DEI initiatives literally pushing the pendulum to the other way. Unbelievable, insane. Sodom and Gomorrah Part 2. Listen, this is a tragedy. This is an actual tragedy. I make jokes because this is how I cope. Okay? Subscribe if you like coping with comedy and making fun of idiots. But I'll be real here, this is insane. Insane.
A fire department, why a major reservoir which holds 117 million gallons of water has been sitting empty for almost a year.
Yeah, why is that reservoir empty, lady? Oh my God, this should have been like literally your #1 priority. Any moment of time that you diverted towards absolute brain rot, parasitic concepts like DEI initiative in the fire department. Bro, what are you doing?
Which meant that smaller tanks were quickly exhausted and fire hydrants were running dry as firefighters risked their lives trying to save homes. And why did Karen Bass have nothing to say as the people of Los Angeles were going through the most horrifying experience that was made worse because of the government's mismanagement? Well, after ignoring reporters and showing no leadership at the start of this crisis, Karen Bass has posted a bizarre video where she appears slightly upbeat and even—
Oh no, there's no way she's actually upbeat in her response video. There's no way!
smiling as she tells the people of LA that she's seen the devastation.
This is her response TikTok, Instagram post video. Immediately, I don't even know what she says. First of all, she looks like the smiling Titan in Attack on Titan. All right. Second of all, she also simultaneously looks like Sukuna preparing a domain expansion. I don't understand. It's like they stretched her skin onto her face. Bro, how are you smiling, making this TikTok response? What are you doing? This is unbelievable.
Angelinos, we're still going through it. And to any of you and all of you that have experienced a loss, the grief, the anger, the just utter shock.
Why is she smiling while she's saying this? I am in grief and utter shock. This is insanity. This is the most tone-deaf video of all time.
I've seen the devastation.
Yeah, maybe wipe that smile off your face. Bro, I've seen the devastation. It was wrought by my own hand.
It is unbelievable the amount of loss that people have experienced. But we have to get through this crisis, and I know that we will.
Do you think this is gonna make anyone feel better? Bro, there are actual calls for you to resign. What are you, Moses? You think you're gonna send a Beyblade into the Red Sea to part the ocean? Like, what are you doing?
I was at the Sylmar command post today, and I saw the work of our first responders and how they've been able to defeat the fires.
Bro, if your first responders defeated the fires, then why are people's houses burnt down? Obviously, the first responders did not defeat all the fires.
In certain areas.
Oh, in certain areas. Oh. Well, maybe, in fact, if the first responders defeating the fires was actually the goal, maybe they shouldn't have, I don't know, defunded them? Maybe the 24 people that died wouldn't have died if you would have had a more efficient fires. Why do you look like the Jonkler came out of Batman?
As we know we still have much more to go, and we know the winds are going to kick up again. But we got to stick together. We got to stand strong.
What is this message even supposed to do? You did not inspire a single person. Oh, she's cooked. She is not winning another election. That's for sure. Holy moly.
And then we have to rebuild our city. We're the nation's second largest city, one of the greatest cities in the world. And
is that helpful?
This is the most pathetic thing I've ever seen in my life. I can't believe she actually posted this. Like, bro, she needs a Baron Trump. Bro, she's a gene stealer here to destabilize our society. For real, for real. People are calling for her head. Dude, the amount of, like, actual death threats that she has gotten over the last couple of days have been insane. That, like, opaque-eyed smile. That's insane. It was the second largest city. No. Lady, you don't realize this is not a dub. This is the second largest city in America. Yeah, and it burnt down under your watch. Oh my God. It's like saying we have the best military in the world, and then they lost the war. Like, bro, this is not a flex.
The people of LA don't need to be told that she's seen the devastation. They're all experiencing the heartbreak and devastation for themselves. They also don't need to be told that LA is the nation's second largest city. Answers, they need leadership, and they need—
Like, what happened? Where did this massive failure come from? There was an infrastructure failure. It's the second biggest city. And listen, we're calling in the Beast Titan now.
Need to know why decisions were made that meant that LA was not prepared to fight these fires.
Honestly, I would replace her with XQC in a heartbeat. I would carpet bomb LA. I'll be real here.
Well, there are calls for Karen Bass to resign, and those calls are getting louder. Almost a—
No schnibbles, Schmurlock. Petition demanding resignation of LA Mayor Karen Bass, signed by more than 92,000 people. I'll be real here. I'm not a racist, but I would never hire a mayor that was named Karen. I don't mean to be rude here, but it's like, it's asking for trouble.
100,000 people have signed a change.org petition demanding that she steps down due to the gross mismanagement of the fires. And Karen Bass isn't the only one facing calls to resign. President-elect Donald Trump is calling on the governor of California, Gavin Newsom, to stand.
More like Gavin Newsom. Wow, they really picked these names literally for me. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Bro, Karen Ass and Gavin Newsom joined forces to create the detractable insufferables? Like, what are you doing?
Down, writing on Truth Social.
I'll just be real here. I think we need to insert some DEI policies ASAP and replace Gavin Newsom with a black man. Can we please do that, like, right now?
Governor Gavin Newsom refused to sign the water
New scum. Oh my god, please tell me he misspelled that on purpose. Gavin. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he misspelled it on purpose. Honestly, dude, this is the Trump. This is what I'm saying, man. I'm gonna come. New scum. Got him.
Restoration declaration put before him. He wanted to protect an essentially worthless fish called a smelt.
Worthless fish? Only Trump would say that. Dude, obviously no one wants this fish to go extinct. But bro, it did nothing to you, guy. Listen, I don't want the smelt fish to go extinct. Why you gotta go for it like that? Oh my god, you're treating it like it's a filthy Xenos. Holy crap. He wanted to protect an essentially worthless fish called a smelt. We need to unite Canada, America, and Mexico. Canada, the United States, and Mexico. And we will rename ourselves the United States of Cum. Yes, I agree.
By giving it less.
No, I know, they put fish over people. I'm memeing about around here. Obviously, I would, personally, if I would be given the executive order, if I would have XQC power and the ability to carpet bomb LA, I would have personally made the fish extinct if it could save these 24 people's lives. I'll be real here. These 24 people, not worth the fish. Sorry, fish. You are not, your entire species is not worth the life of these 24 innocent people that died. I mean, I say innocent, but let's be real here. They're from LA. That means 23 innocent people and statistically one pedophile with children chained in his basement. Just based on statistics. But yeah, no, it's pretty awful. It's pretty awful. Why on earth would you put the smelt fish over actual humans' lives?
Water, but didn't care about the people of California. Now the ultimate price is being paid. Now Trump has been criticising Newsom's forest management for years. Back in 2019, he wrote, "I told him from the first day we met that he must clean his forest floors regardless of his bosses, the environmentalists, demand of him."
Wait, are you telling me they didn't clean the forests because of the environmentalists? No. Dude, there's no way. I knew that they weren't cleaning the forest. I thought it was just because they were putting their efforts elsewhere. They weren't cleaning the forest because of the environmentalists? Like, are these people actually brain dead? We're trying to protect the environment, so therefore we are sacrificing innocent lives. That is the most insane thing I've ever heard. Oh my god.
They must also do burns. Trump warned Newsom to, quote, get his act together and to open the closed water lanes coming down from the north. But Gavin Newsom now claims that he doesn't know what Trump is talking about, and he also tries to claim that all of the reservoirs in California...
I don't know what Trump is talking about. He's just an orange retard. We don't know. We don't know what he's saying. He's just orange. He has no opinions. We don't know what he's saying.
California are full. Just look at this spin.
I don't know what he's referring to when he talks about the delta smelt in reservoirs. The reservoirs are...
You think Trump invented a species of fish just to own you guys? I mean, that sounds like something. He who smelt it, dealt it. True.
Completely full of the state reservoirs here in Southern California. That mis and disinformation, I don't think advantages or aids any of us. Responding to Donald Trump's insults, we would spend another month. I'm very familiar with them. Every elected official that he disagrees with, very familiar with them.
We do know, though, from reporting here locally that one reservoir that serves the Palisades was not full.
And that's exactly...
Oh! He literally just sat there, had the balls to say on national television that Trump is giving mis and disinformation, the reservoirs are full. And the news guy, this is NBC News, by the way. They are biased AF. They hate Trump, but they do also have eyeballs.
Exactly what triggered my desire to get the investigation to understand what was happening with that local reservoir.
Gavin Newsom is trying to do his own PR, claiming that...
So I do the Trump voice, I gotta do the Newsom voice now that I heard him speak. a lot of misinformation out there. Just launched the news site to the public has access to fact-based data around the southern CA wildfires. The CA did not cut our firefighting budget. We have nearly doubled the size of our firefighting army and built the world's largest aerial firefighting fleet. It has increased forage management tenfold since we took office. California will not allow for looting. Get the facts. Anyway, I guess we'll see if this getting torn to shreds. Only one of these are true. Either he did cut the budget or he didn't cut the budget. I'll be real here, I believe he did cut the budget.
There's a lot of misinformation out there, and posted on X a link for people to get the facts about the fires. Now that takes you to gavinnewsom.com/California Fire Facts, which also directs people to donate to the California Fire Foundation.
I heard this is a whole conspiracy. Oh my God, please tell me that this is confirmed. So I heard a conspiracy that the okay, I want to see if she explains it. I'm gonna see if she explains it. If not, I'm gonna look into it myself. But apparently they're taking 4% of donations like for their own pocket. 4% of people donating to stop the fire are going into their pocket. Apparently, allegedly, based on something I've seen. I hope that this is explored.
Foundation, but that link that's on the top right-hand corner doesn't take you to the California Fire Foundation.
Oh.
If you click on it, what it actually takes you is actblue.com/donate/CFDEM LA Fire 2025.
Okay.
ActBlue is a fundraising platform for the Democrat Party.
Could someone sue this guy, please, please? For the love of God, someone please, Lord, sue this man. Bro, that is despicable. You're telling me that he says donate to fight the fire here. He gives you a link and that link just goes directly to the Democratic Party? How is this not just immediate fraud? Like, forget all that other stuff, but this is like actual fraud. If a YouTuber would do this, they would get annihilated. CoffeeZilla would... We're calling CoffeeZilla in on this one. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna message CoffeeZilla about this. Bro.
On that link, it shows Newsom's campaign for democracy and informs donors that they'll be signed up for text updates from the Political Action Committee.
Oh, good. That's
Professor
good.
Joseph Siracusa says that Gavin Newsom can kiss the White House goodbye.
Oh, he's gone. You know, he can kiss the White House goodbye.
Oof, was he really trying to become the president? Well,
this is a political disaster. Americans expect their governors and their mayors and their police chiefs and fire chiefs to get a handle on this, and they were poorly prepared for this. And keep in mind, there are...
Bro, if you're the president, pardon my metaphor, but if you're the president, you are going to be putting out fires literally all day. That is the job of the president, putting out fires. How on earth do people think this guy and his massive failure could actually warm the seat of the White House? Like, how? I
think 7 major water facilities that were supposed to be built, but they couldn't meet the ecosystems criteria as a result of Newsom's pushing on this angle here. So he's going to have to bear the burden here, and I do not think Kamala Harris is going to rush in to replace his job, because there's a lot of people there who are angry, and with good reason.
Yeah, Kamala is cooked, by the way, no doubt. By the way, in case you were curious, I actually did find evidence to what I was talking about. Are you ready for some insane shit?
One of the most disgusting displays of corruption I have seen thus far when it relates to the fires that are now taking place in Southern California. And that is saying a lot, because the entire thing reeks of corruption. The entire thing. Now, Pocahontas over here, aka Elizabeth Warren, as well as Gavin Newsom and the rest, they're putting out these messages on X, and they're basically saying, you know, if you want to support the communities that have been affected by the wildfires, and donations to the Los Angeles Fire Department.
Pretty good, right? I mean, that's a pretty good thing to give, you know? Cities burning down, 24 people died, thousands of people lost their homes. Yeah, this is huge. This is great, right? Donate, absolutely.
Blase, blase, blah, right? Now, there's a link that they drop here, and they're all dropping the same link with ActBlue. Watch this.
Uh-oh.
This is not a link to charity. It is a link to the Democratic fundraising platform. They take 3.95% of all transactions.
I said 4%, by the way. I said 4%. It was actually, in fact, only 3.95%. I sincerely apologize for my lack of accuracy. This is unbelievable. Not only do they link the Democratic campaign instead of actually linking the Firefighter organization, but they also skim 4% off the top. Is this not like actual fraud? Like actual fraud?
You can donate directly. Now here, they're giving you the real link here, right? Has nothing to do with
Bro.
Act Blue is a democratic fundraising platform. Folks, they are taking advantage.
That's insane. This is like, allegedly don't want to get sued by Elizabeth Warren and Gavin Newsom, but bro, this looks like a scam. This looks like a huge scam. The 4% cut off the top and the fact that it doesn't go to what they're marketing it as. It's like, dude, you're gonna have some guy who's gonna see these fires in LA and want to help, and they're gonna go to these politicians, because let's be real here, most people aren't as literate as everyone else. All right, most people in the world don't really know what's going on. All right, they're just kind of doing their thing. They're gonna see something, it's gonna hurt, they're gonna try to help, they're gonna send $100. Not only did this $100 not go to the fire department, but 96 of those dollars go to the Democratic Party, the people that largely fumbled the bag in this specific instance with the fires, and $4 go directly to the pocket of a probably already multimillionaire. Is this not insane? Like, this is expectation surpassing level cringe. Like, this is evil.
Newsom is on the ground in Los Angeles.
Streets normally gridlocked with traffic are held clear for emergency workers.
And they have to clear the roads because when XQC carpet bombs them, you don't want them accidentally catching civilians in the crossfire.
While entire neighborhoods remain closed, those both at risk and those already hit. Many residents don't know if their homes are still standing.
That's so sad. Dude, the stress, the pain, and like the fact that these people are literally like, dude, can you imagine tweeting that link out? Imagine tweeting that link out. Like, it is, like, this is actual demonic shit. Like, this is, in my opinion, pretty much up there with the mega church pastors that take money from their participants to fund their lavish lifestyle. Like, this is insane. This is despicable. Like, you're gonna have people running away from the fire that's gonna donate money because, you know, they don't know if their home was burnt down, and it turns out that money is just going to some rich guy's pocket.
Parents' house, they're 79 and 85, and my dad's sick, and he's asking about his house because he spent his entire life, you know, wanting to live by the sea or having a house by the sea.
We found Cindy Salcedo with her bike, trying to get...
Dude, and I see people, conspiracy theories going around. They're letting it burn so that the Epstein evidence, so that the Diddy list gets destroyed. All right, get out of here, guys. Stop, please. Okay, listen for a second. I don't know, man.
Around the roadblocks.
Trying to find out if our house is still standing. You can't get past Getty Villa. It's a hard stop.
Armed with an address.
They can't even find their houses. They can't even see if their houses are standing. Like, it's so sad.
And our press credentials, we made our way past the police checks on the Pacific Coast Highway.
You know what these people that don't know if their houses are burnt or not, you know what they'd love to see? They'd love to see Karen Ass standing there releasing her TikTok, smiling to the camera, talking about how LA is the second biggest city in America.
Where house after house had burned to the ground. So many, in fact, it was hard to tell where her father's home was even supposed to be.
I'm going to send you a photo. I don't know if we have good news for you. So I'm sorry.
Okay, I understand. Any news is something I'm grateful. Thank you so much. It came in 20. Oh, yeah, I think you're in the right spot.
Property owned by Kamala Harris at risk. In my opinion, this is such non-news. I think everyone's property is at risk. It doesn't matter who it is. Oh my god.
I'm really sorry. I was hoping this would be a good news story.
Oh, this is so sad. These poor people their lives are being like actual suffering. But did you know that property owned by Kamala Harris is also at risk? This is much more important than the poors. We don't really care about the poors. This is insane. Like, this is dystopia.
No, I got information and now I know. No, but thank you. It's at least now I have a little bit of closure.
Ultimately, you want to know. It's the not knowing that is sometimes the most difficult. But simultaneously, her house is destroyed. You know, family photos. I don't know, her parents' ashes. Who knows? Who knows what's in there of, you know, unlimited personal value. Like, it's so sad. It is so sad. Good thing that the Smiling Titan released a TikTok.
Those living in this city under siege want answers for why government authorities weren't better prepared.
Well, I want to know
That is a really good question. That's something that I would want the mayor to respond to.
why we didn't have enough water for all the fire hydrants. Oh, of course. They cut the budget, of course. And like I say, I want to emphasize more than anything how amazing our firefighters are and the first responders. None of this is on them. We are immensely grateful for everything they did with the limited resources they had towards the end, because they have not, they went to every neighborhood that they could. And like I said, just the fact that they had the foresight to throw our flammables into our pool so that our house wouldn't ignite and that they put out the fire on our hedge, they were there at least. Do you know what I mean? They tried to do what they could, and we can never repay them for their heroism or what they've done for us.
Dude, honestly, these people are risking their lives fighting fires, and you have the balls, the chutzpah to give them budget cuts in a place that's so prone to this type of thing. Obviously, no one's blaming the firemen, okay, or firefighters, okay. Listen, no one's blaming these people, okay. They're doing their best, but the system is so corrupt. So despicably corrupt, bro.
We just can't. But I think the town, everyone I'm talking to, most of the people in this hotel are evacuees, and they are angry, and they want answers.
Yeah, and honestly, if they don't, you know, insurance is not gonna cover this shit. You know, insurance is not gonna cover any of this, right? Bro, let me show you something. This might hurt you a little bit. You might be unhappy to see this. So, being that I am Jewish and I have 47 Jewish lawyers at my disposal of all times, let me introduce you to the Act of God clause. Some contracts contain an Act of God clause. A force majeure cause stipulates what happens to the obligations imposed by the contract. Now, the Act of God clause in insurance, you're gonna hate this. The Act of God clause in home insurance policies recognizes that such incidents are beyond human control and cannot be prevented, thereby attributing them to natural forces. This coverage is crucial because it protects homeowners' financiality for these unpredictable catastrophes that cause damage to their property. You know for a fact that every single insurance agency in the country is going to treat this as an act of God. Right? Even though, and like it says that they're unpredictable, even though humans have actively made this situation worse. But you know that this coverage is not included in 90% of these people's homes that burnt down. Like, it's crazy, dude. It's insane.
And answers are still difficult to come by as authorities were dealt with another blow. New fronts broke out, threatening new neighbourhoods, just as slower winds were supposed to give firefighters some reprieve. What makes firefighting so difficult and dangerous in the canyons surrounding Los Angeles are tiny spot fires just like the one you can see here.
And you could they just start all over the place. And this was a predictable incident. But, you know, they're not going to say that. They're not going to say that.
It is small but has the potential to climb quickly up the mountainside, and we're just on the cusp of a highly populated area of Los Angeles.
I mean, the good news is the smelt fish have been paying incredibly good taxes.
Has already been evacuated. At the same time, firefighters are doing those water drops to try to put those small fires out. But as the wind picks up, as you can see it is now, it makes it more difficult for planes to drop that water, and in an instant, it can be out of control. There's no end in sight to this catastrophe.
Dude,
here
this is so sad. And the fact that I'm not saying it could have been completely prevented by people acting better and not budget cutting and all that stuff, okay? That, I think, is for sure, all right? I'm not saying this was completely and utterly preventable, but it was so much better manageable. It's insane.
Santa Monica, there's an eerie calm, with many people who live here choosing to leave, even if just to escape the smoke, while the citizens of Los Angeles fight to survive another day.
Wild. Bro, just wild. Yeah, no, this is a crazy situation. Crazy situation. I hope everyone's okay. I'm out here praying for the little people, all right? The government, massive industry juggernauts, scamming people with their fake links and skimming money off the top. Like, this is unbelievable, despicable shit, and it just goes to show that they didn't ever really cared about the people at all. I mean, we all knew that, but it just hurts to see it. It literally hurts to see it. Bro, this is the worst video I've ever seen. Like, her just standing there smiling at everyone, talking about how the fires are burning. Very helpful. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys. There is good news. There is good news. Because why prepare for fires if you could fundraise people and scam them off of those fires? It's just a brilliant business plan. It's the business grift that I did not yet consider. Thank you so much for being here. Dude, she is so cooked. She is so cooked. Karen ass is toast. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. Big kisses. There will be more positive videos coming in future times because this is just sad and depressing and I want to see your downfall, so I'll definitely cover that. But, you know, anyway, moving on. Bye. Stay weird, fam. Bye. Like, subscribe, and this video was streamed live on kick.com/Nuxanor. See you there. Stay weird, fam.